At the turn of the 20th century, millions of Jewish immigrants fleeing the oppression of Eastern Europe flooded New York City and the other great metropolises of the Eastern Seaboard. Crammed into overcrowded tenements, many Jewish immigrants struggled to survive by peddling and working in sweatshops. Poverty and illness were rampant. The demands that dependent newcomers placed on Jewish charities were overwhelming. Anti-Semitism increased as newly arrived Jewish immigrants filled the slums of major cities. One Jewish charity, the Industrial Removal Office, sought to help immigrants assimilate culturally and economically into American society by relocating them and helping them find work. Between 1889 and 1922, over 75,000 Jewish immigrants were relocated to nearly 1,700 small Jewish communities, including the cities and small towns of Wisconsin. The Coalition for Jewish Learning's Young Jewish Dramatists Project, together with the Jewish Museum Milwaukee, presents 4 stories of Jewish immigrants relocated to Milwaukee.
Boss, I asked to see you today because of a case I have. I want to thank you, before I start, for giving me your time. You see, I've only been working here, at the Industrial Removal Office in New York, for about a month now. And usually, my work has been simple. If a man needs a job, I find him one and send him to it. Easy. But this harder case I got, it's puzzling. The case involves a man named Jacob Petrov and his wife and 2 children, who are 3 and 5. The man was already moved to Milwaukee by the office a while ago, but the wife and 2 children are still staying with relatives in New York. The husband works as a peddler, selling what he can find and using the money he makes to buy more things to sell. This way of life never brings in steady income. The man barely makes enough money for himself. Now, the office has gotten several letters from him. He repeatedly requests that his family join him. And yesterday, I was forced to decide whether or not to indulge this request. You see, on one hand, the Industrial Removal Office could easily send the family to Milwaukee. But is it right to send this family into poverty? True, the wife of the man is a seamstress, but this job will not support the family. And with the husband being a peddler, there could be many weeks when there might not be enough income to keep the rent paid or the family well fed. This being the situation, my first instinct is, no, I can't send this family into a hard life. This office was made to help people, not make their lives difficult. Yet, I keep wondering if it's right for me to stop this family. They know times will be tough if they're united. They still want my help. My help. What entitles me to stop a family from being together? I'm here to assist, not to direct. Of course, I may just be thinking about this too much. I'm continually making the Petrovs into, well, I keep making them into people. I find myself thinking about them, wondering about the husband working hard and honestly for his family, the mother waiting with her 2 children for my decision. My decision. It's just that I haven't dealt with this kind of case before. Is it correct to send this family into poverty, or is it worse to keep them apart? Am I correct to deny my service on account of what I think is best? In the end, of course, I have to make the logical decision. Boss, I can see it in your eyes that you're making the same one right now. After all, there are many cases the office hasn't helped before, for much less reason than this. I have declined our help to the Petrovs.